kind of hard for me to relate to them sometimes, and it's really hard for me to just be around them for a long time. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amari. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for being here. So today is Saturday, May 10th. First of all, let me say, if you haven't watched my previous vlog, go watch that before you watch this one, because my last vlog gives a really big life update, and it'll kind of give you some context as to today's video, or not even just today, because this is going to be a multiple day vlog. But go watch that one first and then come back. So as you guys saw from the title, this video is going to be days in my life. Like I said, today is Saturday. Right now I'm currently getting ready for date night. So my husband and I, we're very intentional about our date nights. So right now I'm doing Get Ready With Me. So I have this discoloration correcting serum that I've been using for about a week. So I'm going to apply this and some sunscreen, and that's it for the face. I'm not one of them girls who put on like 10 different products. I just don't have time for that. So anyways, we're going to go on date night tonight. One of the ladies who comes to like one of the classes I teach, she got us a gift card as a wedding gift to our favorite restaurant. Because she was telling me that for our first year of being married, we should go on a date once a month on our anniversary. So this month of May is a very crazy month, which I will get into detail with shortly. So on the 25th, we will actually be in Savannah for my sister-in-law's anniversary. So we're going to celebrate now, because next weekend we're going to Miami for a little weekend getaway, which I'm excited about. We've never been to Miami together, which is crazy. We've been together 8 years and we've never been to Miami together. And we both have been to Miami separately, but we've never been to the point where like we're really, I mean, me and my best friend went a few years ago and that was cool. But we're gonna create a whole itinerary. We're only gonna be there for 2 days. Haven't decided if I'm gonna vlog that or not. But anyways, so yeah, we're going on date night. It's currently 2:37, so he gets off work at 3, and then we're gonna go, I guess, like right when he get off work. And then I'm gonna come back home. Well, we'll see where the day takes us, but I plan to come back home to do some work, because I am releasing a 6-week training program that is like dumbbell and cable machine only for people who are like traveling, like myself. I'll be traveling a lot. So I want a program that doesn't require like machines. So it's a lot of body weight, a lot of dumbbells, and then a cable machine. But it'll also have alternatives if you don't have access to a cable machine. So I need to finish publishing that. So my goal for today and tomorrow is to finish that, because like I said, it is going to be available. Plus I'm starting a program for myself on Monday. So like I said, if you watched my previous video, you know that I am a married woman. I have been married for almost 3 months. But I'll give you guys a little like story time as to how we got together, because I feel like I haven't told you guys about that side of my life when it comes to my relationship, because we are very private. We don't post about our relationship, like, and like not even with our inner circle for real. So we've been together since 2017. We met through mutual friends. We actually went to 2 different high schools. But one of his closest friends went to my high school, and he introduced us, and literally, y'all, we've been together ever since. Like, that was the summer before senior year of high school, and then, so we were together senior year, and then I went to college about an hour away from my hometown, and we stayed together like the whole time I was in college. And when he was in college, he went to barber college, because he went to cosmetology school. He's a barber. And so we've literally been together ever since, which is crazy. So then once I graduated college, he was like well in his career, fully booked up. I'll let him introduce himself. during this vlog. But so we moved here once I graduated. He was well established and it just felt right. So we moved here together. We stayed in our first apartment for 3 years. Now we're in our second apartment, which is exciting. Let me go ahead and clear this up, because everybody been asking. I don't want no children, no time soon. Like, God willing, I don't want no kids within the next like 5 years. Like, we're only 24 years old. So I'm a 24-year-old wife. And I just want to focus on being a wife. I want to focus on my personal growth, us building, you know, generational wealth. And we're trying to really like make some huge changes in our family, which we already have. I mean, I believe I'm the first generation married person on my mom's side. My dad is married. His parents were married. So, like, me being married at 24 is a big deal. I don't take it lightly. So I just want to nurture that, and I just want to nurture becoming a wife and becoming the woman that God wants me to be. So with that being said, kids are going to have to wait. Like, I'll say that because literally somebody asked me yesterday, like, are you pregnant? And y'all, it really insulted me. Like, I felt insulted. Like, not like, I love children. Like, I love my nephew. I'm the oldest child. I love kids, but I just don't want my own right now. And I don't want people to think that, because, you know, when you see young people get married, you automatically assume that they either are already pregnant or they're about to have a baby. And that is not in my plans at all. I promise you that. That's not in either one of our plans. Let me say that. So yeah, like, I'm just really focused on my growth, trying to figure out my career. He's also making big transitions in his own personal career. He's been a barber for almost a decade. He's grown so much. Like, he has flown out and cut NFL players, rappers, all the things. And so he's at a point in his life where he wants to figure out like what's next. So with that being said, we focus on our own personal journeys, our journey as a married couple, and then we're gonna go from there when it comes to building a family. So today, I woke up and made us breakfast, and then I went and taught a class. So today class, I had 15 people in there. I've never taught a class with that many people. Then after that, I went to dance class. So I'm going to insert a clip. Y'all, I do not know how to dance. Let me stop saying that. I am learning how to dance. Dancing is something that I've always admired. I don't know if y'all know Aaliyah Janelle on social media, but like, I started watching her videos when she first started like uploading YouTube videos. Like when she did Itty Bitty Piggy by Nicki Minaj, Tank, When We, like all those like old dances that she used to do. Like, I've been following her since back then. Absolutely loved watching it. They do like the heel dances, so they're dancing with heels on. And I think she used to dance in a studio called Queens and Stilettos, which I think is a whole nother brand. I don't know. But I've always admired dancing. Like, when I used to watch, like in high school, watching the band, watching the majorettes, always admired it, always loved it. But whenever I tried to dance, I had 2 left feet. Like, I'm just not well coordinated, and it takes me a while to learn to dance. Like, it's not natural to me. But I feel like learning how to dance will really help me to like build my confidence. Like, literally when I took my first class, I was like, no, like, I have to learn how to dance. This is going to be something else that I like. It's a challenge for me, and it's something that I really want to overcome. I want to be confident. I want to feel sexy, like bring out that side of me as a woman, because I feel like that part of me is really like caged in, boxed up. Like, I don't get to express that side of me. Like, I've always said, like, I'm not creative, but how can I say that when I'm a woman? Like, we are all naturally creative. It's just that we've kind of put it in a box. We've let our parents put it in a box, our family, the world, your job, whatever you want to put the blame on. Like, there's something that's caused us to not want to express that. So I'm gonna speak for myself and say that it's something that I have always like been down on myself about. And I just had this epiphany one day, and it just was like, girl, take a dance class. Go find somewhere where you can learn how to dance. And I already feel myself getting better when it comes to just like being more like free and not being shy, because that's what it is. I'm just very shy when it comes to expressing myself like that. But it's funny because when I'm confident in other ways. Like, you give me a task, I'm gonna do it. Talking in front of people, I don't got a problem with that. Teaching a class, I'm literally putting on a performance for people. Like, I'm not scared to do that. When it comes to dancing, like, that is very nerve-wracking because you're having to, you know, you want to feel like you're doing it right. You want to feel like you got rhythm. You want to be sexy, like all these things. And so it's challenging for me. So I'm excited. I signed up for a year contract where you can go to unlimited classes. So my goal is to go twice a week. I'm really going to open up to 3 times a week because I actually love it. Like, it's just an hour, and it's just like, that's just an hour of like doing something that's not fitness related, that's not work related. And even though it's about like personal growth, it's still something that's fun, and it's a new hobby. So I'm excited. That's like what I've been, that's what has been kind of taking up space in my mind as of lately. Yeah, that's kind of my little thing right now. So right now I'm finishing getting ready. The house is a mess, to be honest, because I cooked breakfast this morning. I'm gonna wait until we get back to clean. And then I plan on staying up pretty late. I finished a lot of what I had to do for my program that I'm releasing. So I'm about to do some client check-ins actually until he gets here, and then we're gonna be on our way for a date night. Okay guys, fit check. We're gonna start with the shoes. Got on some Reebok. They got pink, red, and white, and this like brown color. Green pants, white shirt from Shein, bodysuit. And then I brought out a red purse. I really wanted to wear a pink shirt, but I didn't have one to go with these shoes, so brought out the red with the white. And y'all know the edges are still laying down. But yeah, fit of the day. Y'all say hey to husband.
What's going on, you guys? It's Josh, Amari's husband. We're about to get ready to go on a date night to one of our favorite restaurants. One of her clients gifted us with a gift card. So yeah, like she said, we got a gift card, so we're gonna go and use it finally and go get something good to eat. We'll see where the rest of the night leads us.
Fit check.
Fit check. I got Abercrombie tee, Abercrombie jeans with the Gucci Ace sneakers.
Nice.
Got the little green and like beige, you know,
twins.
And yeah, so just chilling.
I do need to get stuff for virtual. I meant Miami.
This is just the first vlog. We'll be famous soon.
Good morning, how can I help you?
Hey, good morning. You want a small or a medium?
What you did?
A small. Can I get 2 small hot coffees with French vanilla and oat milk? Thank you.
Persian eyes, but she's from Nicaragua. Thought you was Persian love. Are we turning up? Or are we wasting time? Girl, don't waste my time. No party. I don't just wanna chill with you. Oh no, I wanna turn up on. I wanna turn you on. I wanna let you. That's how these summer do.
So as you guys saw from my breakfast, it was very, very much carby. I had a waffle, I had hash browns, toast. I mean, I had eggs and chicken sausage, but it was still more carbs than anything. A lot of brown in my breakfast today. And then when we came home from the grocery store and I cleaned the kitchen, I did some work and I had a protein bar. And then I took a nap and then you just sort of work out. So I've done all of my tasks for my guide that I'm releasing tomorrow. So that's good. I'm about to show y'all my little concoction that I found on Pinterest. That's where I found all my recipes. So it's a kale salad. You take some kale. I'm not measuring it. I'm just eyeballing. You take some olive oil, croutons, lemon, and Parmesan cheese. And I'm also going to get some salt and pepper. And basically, you just mix it all together. And what it'll do is soften the kale and not make it as like crunchy. But it's just a great way to eat a salad. So I made this last week with pasta, and as you can see, I had like half of a bag of kale left. So I'm gonna eat this with some fruit, and I have half of a chicken wrap that I bought from Publix yesterday. So I had a Publix wrap yesterday for lunch after I taught class and took the dance class. And I only ate half of it because we were going to dinner. So yeah, I'm gonna eat that, which is fried chicken. It's chicken tenders. So definitely not the healthiest, but like I said, I'm gonna pair it with some greens and some fruit because I haven't had any fiber today. So other than the toast that I had, but otherwise, like, I haven't had any greens or fruit. So this is my dinner for tonight, and I'll link this recipe on in my description box because, like I said, it came from Pinterest and it's easy. You probably have all of these ingredients. The most I had to buy was the croutons and the lemon. Otherwise, you have all of this in the house. You should have some olive oil, salt and pepper, and then of course you probably have to buy the kale. But yeah, so I'm gonna make this and then I'm gonna eat my dinner for today. I have some chores I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna get in my bed and relax. You want all of the kale to be wet, so I may put a little bit more olive oil. I don't like too much lemon. The recipe called for like more lemon than olive oil, obviously, because the olive oil is high calorie and it's high in fats, which is good, but you don't want to do too much. But the lemon can get a little too like acidic to me. I think I pronounced that right. So I don't like too much lemon. Like, I don't like the taste. I don't like the taste of too much lemon. But you definitely want it to be dark. Add my salt. You want it to have some flavor. Some pepper. And this is always better like the next day or two. Like, it tastes so much better once it's sat and like marinated. Parmesan cheese, because who doesn't love Parmesan cheese? And then I have to crush the croutons. So here's my dinner for tonight. We have some blueberries, a chicken wrap, half a chicken wrap, and some greens. I know y'all probably like, girl, that's a weird combination, but I gotta get my berries in for the day. Gotta get my greens in, and I needed the main course, which is protein. And the reason why I do berries is because I'm one of those people, like, when I eat a sandwich, I gotta have a side. Usually I like to get their potato wedges at Publix, or I get like some low-fat chips. So I'll get like the Lay's, or yeah, that's usually I'll get like Lay's. Sometimes I'll get cheese puffs. But you know, choosing healthier options and trying to reframe my mind, I'm like, let me not get chips. And when I bought the wrap, my intentions were to come home and eat some berries with it, which I did. When I had the half yesterday, I ate it with some strawberries. Today I got blueberries. But this is very gut health friendly, minus the fried chicken and the wrap. But that's okay. So I'm going to eat this. One of my main things is after I eat, especially at night, I like to, usually if I'm at work, I'll go for a walk, or I'm usually like out anyway. But if, or I'm active, so I may be like in between training a client or teaching a class or whatever. But since I'm at home and it is 7 o'clock, I'm going to immediately start folding clothes and clean the bathroom. That way I'm like up and I'm moving and my energy is being used, versus when you eat and then you sit down, your blood sugar is already high because you're eating. No matter what you're eating, obviously mine won't elevate as high because I have greens, which is what I'm going to eat first. But when you eat, your blood sugar spikes. And so to kind of bring that back down and, allowing your blood sugar to be used or your sugar to be used, it's best to go on a walk. And it also definitely helps with digestion. So I actually may just walk outside of my apartments because where we live, there's a parking garage. So I may do like 5 or 6 laps back and forth. And then I'll come back in and just, like I said, do my chores. But I'm going to eat and, clean and do what I need to do around the house. And yeah, these blueberries are fire. So I'm finally done with all my to-dos for today. I currently have some water heating up in my kettle because I'm gonna have some tea. So I'm sure you guys can hear it. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I have some type of like sinus problem going on. I went to an ear, nose, and throat doctor, and basically they just put me on some medication, like some sinus nasal medication, for 6 weeks to see if that helps me. And then I'm going to take an allergy test to see if I'm allergic to something, because this has been going on for literally like a year or more. Like at first, only at night, my nose would get stopped up. I'll wake up, drink some water, I'm good for the day. But then over the last 2 months, it's like been like this. Like it goes into my days. I'll be congested. I'll be coughing, sneezing. So we're trying to figure out what's actually causing it because I've never had allergy issues. And they looked at my nasal and they didn't really see anything. So yeah, so with that being said, I bought some cough drops today because they don't want me to take any other medication than what they have prescribed me, because they prescribed me 2 different nasal sprays. So I'm about to drink some tea that I bought at the farmer's market. So that was my first time going to that specific farmer's market, and that is my second time ever going to a farmer's market, which is crazy. But that one is only 8 minutes from my house. At my old apartment, the farmer's market was like 25 minutes away, so I never went. I had a Publix next door. But now that the farmer's market is less than 10 minutes, I'm gonna be going there. So I got this Chinese tea. It's 100% natural, and it says sinus buster. It's a herbal tea. So I'm not a tea person. If you guys, I tried matcha and it was disgusting, but I'm gonna give this a try to see if it helps at all. It doesn't have any caffeine in it, which is great. And yeah, so I'm gonna add some lemon and maybe some honey, just depending on how it tastes. I also bought some peppermint tea because I looked up like what's some good teas to drink to maybe help with sinus issues. And so it said that peppermint tea has something called menthol, METHOL in it, that may help with congestion or a sinus. So we'll see. I'm trying to, stick to the natural remedies. So I'm about to drink me some tea, and then I'm going to get in bed and do some last minute tasks. But my life is pretty boring. As y'all can see, I don't really do much outside of go out to eat. I work. I go to the gym. Spend time with family. Now I got a new hobby. But my life is pretty much like I do the same things every day, So like while I'm on this journey of just being intentional about my growth, I'm trying to set better routines for myself. So, having a set night routine where I may drink tea every night before I go to bed. Waking up, I do want to do better about waking up a little earlier to read my Bible and spend time with God instead of waiting until the nighttime to do that or middle of the day if I have time. I want it to be something that I'm very intentional about, because feeding yourself with the spiritual food, as I like to call it, is what will really help you to grow. Especially, I'm gonna speak for myself. Like, I feel my best self when I'm consistently reading the word, consistently listening to a podcast, not listening to music, not really watching TV shows. This past week, I literally was telling my husband, like, I felt so good because I hadn't talked to any of my family, like, the entire week. And I know that sounds bad, but, like, for me, I let other people drain my energy a lot. And sometimes when I'm bored, my immediate reaction is to go back and talk to my family or go, find somebody to call. And to be honest, people are not really being intentional about where they're going in life and what they want to do. They're kind of just letting life pass them by and letting things happen to them. But that's not the type of life I want to live. So it's kind of hard for me to relate to them sometimes. And it's really hard for me to just be around them for a long time. I love them to death. But, while I'm on this journey, you have to be very intentional with how you're spending your time, where your energy is going. And so even like this past weekend, like we went to early church and then we were going to go to brunch afterwards. While we were going to brunch, basically we had already waited like a full hour, and it probably would have been another hour for us to eat there. So I had brought my iPad because, like I told you guys, I was doing some work. Luckily, I was able to get a lot done in that 1 hour of us sitting in the car. And then, because I'm a passenger princess, as we was driving between each location, I was able to do some work. But we end up not waiting because I'm like, honey, I got stuff to do. I can't just be sitting in this car waiting for this restaurant. Like, we could come here another day. So that's why we ended up at Waffle House. But like, even just things like that, like really being intentional, thinking forward. I think they call it forward thinking, and just having a plan for how you want to make things happen. And so I'm thinking about making a big transition in my life and kind of hitting the reset button. Even though I'm traveling a lot, I don't want to let travel keep me from reaching my goals or keep me from just, staying on the path that I'm going or that I'm on. And so, like I said, to do that, I just have to, make a plan, adjust as needed. That's why I have this 6-week program that I'm releasing tomorrow, because I want my workouts to be efficient. And so I know everywhere I go there will be dumbbells, and most of the time there's a cable machine, and I'm going to plan my workouts to where I'm going to do my strength training during the week when I know I'm going to be home. But like this weekend we're going to Miami, so like for the weekend I'm just going to do cardio because we're staying in a hotel and there's a gym. And I'm one of them people, I love working out when I travel. Like, I love to work out. It's not a burden to me. So I'm not one of those people who, like, when I travel I don't want to work out, or I don't feel like working out, or I see it as something that's like not important. I love it, so I don't mind waking up a little earlier to go run on the treadmill for 30 minutes or go for a walk or do a little 20-minute strength workout, because I'm so well versed in different type of workouts to do. I can do a 15-minute workout, 20-minute workout, whatever, and still feel amazing. So it's all about being intentional, having a plan, and getting things done, making to-do lists. I'm really big on that. Having somebody hold you accountable. I have my husband. He's really a really great person to hold me accountable, just because he's accountable with his own life, and he's the person that sees me every day. And so I know y'all see them TikToks where like the wife has been home all day and the husband come home after working and he looking at her like, what you been doing all day? Like, I'm one of them people, I don't want him to come home, even though I work too, but like, say it's a day where I have more of freedom in my day, and he come home and I haven't cooked, the house looking mess, he's gonna be looking at me crazy. And I'm not against that, because it's like, what are you doing with your time? Are you watching TV? Are you on the phone gossiping? Are you just being lazy and procrastinating? Of course, there's going to be times where you need to rest, and recover, but you got to still be intentional. And so I'm not one of those people who want to make excuses or, give myself too much grace, because this world will try to control you. It's controlling our minds, it's controlling our actions, and I'm aware of that. You know, this is a huge spiritual fight that's going on right now, and you don't want to let it win. You want to, you know, build up your spirit and build up your faith and really just take action on the path that God has for you. So yes, guys, I'm about to get ready to go to bed. It is 9:14. Waiting on my kettle to warm up. I'm about to drink me some tea, and then I'm going to I gotta order my clothes for our Miami trip. Go ahead and upload my guide to my website, which will be live by the time this video comes out. So if you're looking for a 6-week program that is, you know, very efficient, so we got strength workouts, cardio recommendations, and 3 core workouts that you can choose from, so you don't have to think about it. I created 3 core workouts that'll take you 10 to 15 minutes to do at the beginning or end of your workout. I got your warm up, your cool down. There will be recipes, there's a grocery list, and example meal plans as well, you know, to just guide you and give you an idea of, you know, what type of foods you should be eating when it comes to whole foods, how to structure your meals. And so if that is something that you're interested in, it'll be on my website by the time this video is live. And yes, I'm also accepting online coaching clients where we will meet weekly to go over your goals. You will have access to my app. You will have more of a personalized workout versus me just giving you a pre-made, you know, program. You will get your own customized workout based on your schedule, your abilities, and what you have access to. So all of that is going to be in my description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video.